Hello, hello, beloveds. Welcome to today's daily reading. My name is Kat, if you're new here. If you're not new, thank you for sticking around. There's a lot of collective chaos happening right now, so I'm just giving you a fresh restart. Just gonna say. Alright, so today I'm gonna start with Animal Oracle. See what the animals want to tell us. There's certain energies I just feel like the animals relay better than humans. Angels, God, ancestors. What animals want to speak with this collective today? Ooh, okay. Hold up. Alright, we got a few, okay. Shark Boy coming up first. So, Shark Man, he says, trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. So there's something that you already know intuitively what is going on in your life, in reality. It could be even, it doesn't have to be super personal. Just you in general, you know what's up. You're very, very tapped in, very connected to your own intuition, your internal guidance. So the message of Shark is just to not doubt yourself, because you already know. You already know what's going on. Second, we have Mr. Chameleon. Beautiful. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So he says, right now is when you kind of watch what's going on with this inner knowing of the shark and just kind of observe and just say, you know what? I'm going to fall back a little bit and just see what happens. And that's not to say that, blending in is bad. It's saying blending in can be a superpower if you know how to do it correctly. Zebra is our third animal. So he says, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. So again, there is just a big energy of worry, fear, like worst case scenarios, something to do with you just feeling a little bit anxious, and that's okay. Again, collective humanity right now is, we've been getting cooked. I tell you frickin' what. We've been getting cooked from the sun, with solar flares. We're getting cooked by the earth with the Schumann resonance, which is the vibratory frequency of the earth herself. So we're getting cooked between heaven and earth, between the divine feminine earth and the divine masculine sun. We're just a little bit cooked right now, and that's okay. So, what does that mean? Basically, it's like when all of those energy surges happen, it causes us to purge, to go deep into the depths and the bowels of our very existence, and it causes us to look at these things and say, what doesn't feel right and why? So you could be noticing this upon waking up specifically, because when we sleep, our bodies naturally purge. We naturally clear out our energy bodies while we sleep. So you could be extra tired right now. So just when you wake up, do a quick little energy clearing, do a body scan, try and sit outside if you can, if you got a porch, if you got some earth to sit on. Try and ground yourself, because if you're feeling super off, chances are right now a lot of it's not even yours. So I love you guys so much. Okay, hold on. My beauties. Okay. So, Nine of Wands and the Tower. So you're going through it a little bit, and that's okay, because you know what? Change is the only constant. And it's kind of like, this is very good change. This is very warranted. Change is generally never comfy. This kind of feels like, you know, I always get the image of the little crustacean who is outgrowing their shell. You know, you gotta be naked, you gotta be vulnerable a little bit to level up, to get the shell that fits. There's that in-between period right now that you're in, where it's kind of like, you're in between shells, once again, which you've already leveled up a shell, and you're leveling up again. Look at you, be proud. Pat yourself on the back, because it is not easy. It is not easy, and I'm not gonna pretend like it is. It's like, you get better at it. Sometimes it's quicker. But again, don't rush the process. Don't rush your mannerisms, your speech. Just slow down. Be in your body right now. Be with Earth. Because after this bullshit and this darkness, your little chameleon self is chameleoning into the goddamn Empress. So, she represents your innate power to get anything you want, and to be anything you want, and to do anything you want, and to just live a life of ease and luxury. And it does not have to be at the tip of a spike, suffering, screaming bloody murder, you know? You can just go through what you go through and offer it to God. And it doesn't have to be so hard all the time, you know? It's like, once you surrender the need to suffer, then things are gonna get a lot easier. A lot easier. So, let's get some cards for you. Just keep going right now, you know, take it one day at a time. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have it all figured out. What a spicy spread that is. I love you so much. The Sun, the Devil, and the World. What do I say about this? Okay, so it's like you're going to be literally catapulted, like slingshotted from hell into heaven, if that resonates. It's kind of like, because you're this collective. I've felt shell before, where you intentionally go into this darkness, into the depths, and it's like you recruit people, and then you go back to the light. Because the world represents a whole cycle, right? Like a whole last cycle. You're leaving the hell realms, and you're going to this heaven, this brightness, this joy, this abundance, this overflow, this luxury, and just blissed the fuck out. This is the cycle that you're now entering. And it's like, ugh. Look, I'm truly not religious. I just really like God, and I think Jesus was a cool dude. So I'm getting the parable in the Bible where Jesus talks about the one stray lamb that strays from the 99, right? There's 100 lambs, one goes astray. The good shepherd goes after the one lamb that has been lost and is wandering, and you rejoice when you save this one lamb, when the one lamb returns, while the 99 are safe on the hill. You don't worry about the 99. They're good. They're chilling. They're with God. They're in the pasture. But you're the good shepherd, my beloveds. And so you go into these hell realms to bring back the people that are lost. So, oh, that's deep. Oh, my heart, I can feel that you like, yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm genuinely so proud of you, because it's not easy work. But you can handle it, and you're about to be really freaking rewarded with just happiness all around. So you're looked after, you're protected, and you're loved, and I love you, and I'm gonna leave it at that, but I'll see you next time, sweet